Hi everyone, are you surprised to get me doing the opening shot? Well, season 2, episode 7, Wilson's World, and welcome to us putting the roof on. Whoa!
And just remember, Kath, to be videoing, when you video, make it snappy. You're so boring.
So it's just getting too high and too dangerous in the pool house. As you can see how high it is. Mike can't work anymore. So we've borrowed from Rick and Rosie, our friend. You saw them making us bacon sandwiches when we were putting the floor down, concrete in. They've lent us their scaffold, a nice tower scaffold. I'll show you it from this side of the van. So that is fantastic. So we're going to set that up this afternoon so that we can get on with the higher stuff. I'll show you in the pool house now. It's looking huge. You can see just how tall it is. Matt did really well getting those high blocks done, but now it's just got too silly.
Right, let's get that scaffold unloaded.
Oh, and it's about 30 degrees today. It's either freezing cold raining or red hot, and so tiring. And Mike had his first swim in the pool yesterday.
Good morning and a happy Monday morning to everybody who's watching. Now, we did a little bit of work over the weekend. You saw us getting the tower down here and starting to put that up. You can see that behind me. What a dream to work with that is. And I don't know if you can see at the bottom, it's got wheels so I can move it around. It's safer, easy to move, brilliant. Today is a really big day for us because where you can see that gap just there, there's a big wooden beam going to fit in there and come right across here. And then, I don't know if you can see it, let's have a look. Just here, this concrete pad is going to sit on there. I've got to finish the block work coming down that way yet. So it's a really big day for us and get that wooden beam in. Now the thing is with this wooden beam, it's too heavy for us to lift or move around, so we need machinery. The builders merchants, so we get all our stuff from, have kindly offered to bring one of their wagons down to load it on, which because the wood's just at the front of the house, bring it round here and then with their crane lift it into place. Now today, there's no rain forecast. And the reason why I'm saying that is that this wood is a laminated piece of wood. It's lots of little bits of wood glued together. And it's going to be a bit of a feature in here. You're going to see it. So I can't have that getting wet and damaged. So when it comes in and gets put into place, I've then got to wrap it again, keep it waterproof. Because tomorrow, believe it or not, tomorrow we have a big dump of rain coming. I just don't understand where all this rain is coming from. Right, so let me get prepared for this wagon when it comes. I'm a little bit nervous about it all. Kath will be here in a moment and we'll get all set up ready for him to lift it all in. In fact, Kath's here right now. So let's get organised.
it all by myself. Mark didn't help me at all.
Look at that, in.
So I think the last bit of filming we did was when we were putting the wooden beam across. It's now 3:10 in the afternoon, so I'll tell you what we've been doing today, because we've just been cracking on because there's rain coming tonight. So I've cut the grass. So then Mark has been finishing with the line that goes across. So he wants to get that done. I think all today at 3 o'clock he wants to get all that finished for that one. And then this other side, Rick, you've met Rick before, our friend, he called in. So that is nearly done, but we need to, well, it is done. Just needs all shuttering up and concrete pouring to get the nice straight edge. So the shuttering's gone on for the wood there. And that's it really. Oh, the window guy came. Because that's being fitted next week. So it was just measuring up, making sure that all the opening, that you can see behind me, got my hair, oh dear, that all the window all measured up okay, and it did. So that's it, I think. So Mark's going to potter on here and get that done. I'm going to nip to the shop on the way home, but I'll stay here as long as he needs to pass him things, because now we're working on the ladders and on the scaffold. It's hard to get stuff passed about. So it's been a good day, hasn't it, Wills?
Yeah.
He's busy, in the zone. We'll talk to you later. So I'll explain what's happening. So we've got cling film to wrap around the beam. Hello, Marcus. Because there's the rain coming. And it was an idea someone gave us, and it was like, oh, we'll give it a go. It seems to be working, although it's running out now. Got another couple of rows. It'll just give it the best fighting chance. I've looked at the weather. Tomorrow's raining and in the night, but after that it might have a couple of days dry, so you never know. I think he's finished with that.
Next. Explain how good you are at throwing.
I'm really good at throwing. Are you ready? Oh.
20 minutes later.
Right, I'm going to do it straight up now. Oh. I'll rescue the other one. Oh! Oh! I'm a terrible thrower. Terrible.
Okay, so it's the end of the day and it's Monday and we've had a really good day. Now the beginning of today, I'll start that again because I'm saying today too many times today. Right, that's the end. It's Monday and I'm going home. And at the beginning of today, I was thinking today's going to go either really well or it's going to go really bad. Anyway, it went really, really well. I'm so happy. So before I go, I want to show you two things. Look at the state of this van. This van was clean and tidy at the beginning of the weekend. I took everything out, cleaned it all, put it all back in, and it's a mess again. I think it's a mess because we put some gardening stuff in. Cass been cutting the grass today, did a great job because it's been really hot and muggy today, so she did amazing there. I know it's not a park or anything like that, but we try and keep it something like, because I think that's the correct thing to do. It'll be lovely when we move in and get sorted. Anyway, the other thing that I want to show you, which I think is really good. Now, you know already with the videos that you've seen that we put this beam in, but it dawned on me as I'm putting my tools away that now we've put the first thing in these buildings that you're actually going to see when it's all finished. Now, I think that's quite a big deal, and that shows you how far we've come to be now putting something in, putting cling film around this wood to keep it from staining from any damp rain that's going to come tomorrow, looking after it because we're going to see it when we're finished. Now, like I say, I think that's quite a good thing. We've come a long way to start putting things in that you're actually going to see at the end of the build. Just thought I'd share that with you. Right, I'm going home now. I'm absolutely goosed. I'm going to jump in the pool, try and cool down a little bit. probably have a beer and then go to bed. All right, see you tomorrow. It's going to be wet tomorrow, so bring your raincoats, won't you? See ya. Good morning. Well, actually, it's good afternoon. It's 12:15. Look at them grey clouds. We have just had an enormous amount of rain last night and this morning. In fact, I've been sat in the van for an hour and a half waiting for the rain to stop. Before I got here, I went to the builder's yard, and at the builder's yard, I got this wood for the roof. I'll show you what that's for. And also, hopefully you can see it, some bags of cement there, because we need to mix some concrete. Now, Cath's going to be here any moment, and she's going to be helping us do the mixing of the concrete. And the concrete is for the front of the building. So when I say front of the building, I mean obviously the front of the pool house, because that's where we're working. Right at the top, we put U-blocks in, because we've got metal work on the corners and 2 by the doors coming from the foundations right up to the top to give all that front wall some strength and something strong for the roof to sit on. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mix some concrete now to put in the top row of those U-blocks on the front of this building, and hopefully we can get that done before it starts chucking it down again. And like I say, Cath will be here in a moment. She is great at mixing concrete, and she'll be helping me lift it up the tower to get it put in them U-blocks. So let's waste no more time and let's get some mixing done. So I just wanted to grab the camera right quick and just show you something. I want to show you not how lucky, because I don't believe in luck, but how fortunate, whatever word you want to use, I am. There, look at that. Cath mixing concrete.
Cement everywhere.
She's wet, covered in cement, still smiling and happy. Absolute diamond trooper. She's brilliant at mixing concrete.
I think you've done it. I did it.
Who think I've done it?
Who thinks you've done it?
No.
I did it.
Cath's mixed all the concrete. She hasn't done anything. I've done it all. She's so lazy. She didn't do anything. Good morning, and it's Wednesday morning, and it's now nearly 10 o'clock. I had a really good early night last night, and it got to bed early. I had a good night's sleep, and I was down here for just gone 7, and I've been sat in my van waiting for it to stop raining. So, not to worry, the weather does slow you down a little bit when you're building, that can't be helped. So what we're doing today, what do we need to get done today for this roof to go on by the weekend, end of the weekend finished? So, up here, I don't know if you can see correctly, this is the end wall. Now, Rick being my neighbour and friend, we cut these blocks just here and then put them up and glued them on. Now, the ones past the beam up there, I've just glued them on, and I'm going to cut them to size when when they're glued on. However, on this side behind us here, I need to put some shuttering up because they were just guessed cut, and that was the wrong thing to do. But it doesn't matter, I just put some shuttering up and put a mix in there, then that's that sorted. So it'll take me not too long to put this up. It's tricky doing shuttering on your own because you're trying to hold it and clamp it and everything. Cath is coming, but I don't know what time she's coming today. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to get this shuttering cut to size, put up there, and then I can make a mix, get that mix in there. And then what I'll do is I'll just cut these ones behind me here, like I said, cut them to the right angle. And then we need to put these wooden plates. Now behind me on this wall up here, I don't know if you can see a wooden plate on there, it's just placed on there. I've got to cut them on a bit of an angle and fix them to the concrete ring beam. I'll explain all that a bit later. Let's just concentrate on getting this done, this shuttering. I just can't do this on my own. It's mission impossible. So as you saw, I was just struggling on the roof there saying, Can't do this on my own. I was just coming back to the van to drop Kath a text to see what time she's coming up, and
Red trousers.
she's here.
Hey.
Kath, your timing is perfect.
Oh, well, I know. Just like the rest of me, darling. Just like the rest of me.
If you say so. Yeah, she's perfect. Right, that's all the shuttering up. Let me show you what we've done, a close look at what we've done, and then you get an idea of what we're trying to achieve. I'm trying to climb a ladder and chat on my camera at the same time. Right, here we go. Made it safely. Right, let me turn the camera around and show you what we're doing. Right, so the shuttering there is up. We put this mesh in so all the cement doesn't fly through the blocks. Hopefully you can see down there what we've done. And we'll fill that now, and then that'll just sit today, take this boarding off, and then we can start putting the roof on this side. And then what I want to do is put some wood across the bottom there. So this we poured yesterday, that's all gone rock hard. Probably not hard enough for me to start drilling into and fastening pieces of wood. We'll do that tomorrow, but certainly that one down there that we've done weeks ago, we can do that, get a piece of wood on there. And then I'm just going to trim the sides of that with me stone cutter, and then we can start putting the roof on that end. Imagine if we could do that today without it raining. That's where the weather comes from. It's not looking great, is it? Right, Kath's just making a cuppa, and it's time for me to now get that cement that we've mixed up here. The cement is now down there, and my little beauty queen is coming with the cups of tea and coffee and buckets to lift all this lot up here.
So now all that got shuttered up that you saw earlier, and now it's filled with concrete. No, it's not cement, so it's waiting to go off. Now markers, we've just marked up, you can see the blue line where it all needs cutting off, so that's what Mark's going to do now. Sorry I ain't got a microphone on, and it's going to be noisy. Poking over the top. Matt just said that he's dirtied up my lovely floor inside. He's a messy worker. Champion. What are we doing, Wills?
We're having a coffee.
And sheltering. In the rain.
On the rain, because it's raining again.
I did say that earlier, is it better that it's... Wait a minute. No, you're alright actually.
It's like being in the Lake District.
Oh. At least that's done. We're ready now then. Sorry we ain't got microphones, it might be a bit echoey. To put the wooden batons up. Ooh! You can hear the rain. The front and back, and then we start putting the roof on then.
They're called plates.
Oh, sorry. Plate.
Wooden plates on the concrete, back and front. And then I can start putting my truss, what are they called? Them bits that go across.
Pieces of wood. And...
Are they called trusses?
I don't know. They weigh a ton. They weigh an absolute ton.
But people look at this and think, how have you two ever built a house before?
So,
third one.
So, we'd been married 4, 5... I don't... Oh. Is that my phone? We'd been married a few years, not long. And Matt couldn't even put a shelf up. Could you? It took you all day. You and Lee Pacey. And here we are now. We still don't really know what we're doing. But
I can build a house, but I'm rubbish at putting shelves up. Good morning. Well, it's bright and early. 5 to 7. Not that early, actually. but it's not raining, so that's great. So I'm going up to the land, but before I go to the land, I've just got to turn the pump on the swimming pool and chuck the robot in to clean it. And then I've got something really, really good to show you on the land. We had a really good afternoon yesterday. I would have filmed it, but this camera ran out of battery, so I couldn't film it. But there's plenty to see, and there's plenty more to see today. Just going to get the key from the secret hiding place. Right, okay, let me just chuck this robot into the pool and turn the pump on, and then I'll show you what we've been doing on the land. That's the pool robot in. I've just set the pump going, getting rid of some water because we've had that much rain, the level on the pool's a bit high. So I'll just turn the waste off, put it on filter, then we'll get to the land. It's going to be a bit noisy in here, a bit dark as well. Turn this lovely pump back on. Lovely and quiet. Okay, so that should now have the robot going, and it is doing its thing over there. I'll show you that in a second. And the filter's going. So the filter's going, you can see the water rippling, and the robot is now over there. Okay, incidentally, I don't know if you can see it. So that's Monflanken, beautiful Monflanken village, and over there, you can see that plume of cloud just coming up there. That's from a big city called Agen, and there is a nuclear power station, and they're obviously cooling the reactors at the minute. So that's where that steam is coming from. Okay, so that's the water dropped a little bit because of all the rain. The robot put in and the filter put on the pool, so that's that sorted for today, and I'll turn the pump off later on today when I come back. Now, I want to show you what we've been doing on the land. I'm so excited. I really am. I'm like a little kid with it all, because we are putting the roof on. Yep, you heard me. We're putting the roof on. Right, we're here, and it's sunny and it's not raining, which is like a big bonus. Right, I'm proper giddy today to be here, I tell you. Right, climbing up the ladder. What I'm going to do first thing is to get this shuttering off here. So that's all set now. Yesterday, and I did try to film it, but I ran out of battery. Let me show you what I've done. So we've put this plate on here now. So that's been really well secured down. Then the roof is going to sit out. What I also did, let me put this down here and I'll show you what I've done. What I also did is I cut quite a lot of these. Now these obviously sit on here, but what I did do is I cut a little bird's mouth, I think they call it a bird mouth joint, I don't know, there, and that just sits on there, space them out, nail them through, spacers through, roofs on, furniture in, beer in the corner. It won't be long, will it, before we're doing that? Anyway, so I've cut a few of them. I'm going to get that shuttering off there, cut some more of these, enough to do along here, and then what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can see, I'm going to then put on the top wall a plate on there, and then I'm going to start building the roof from this side, coming that way. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do this morning. And Kath will be here before long. She's super excited to be involved in this bit as well. Well, she's super excited to be involved in it all, of course, but this bit, it's so good, so good. Right, let's crack on. Good. I impress myself sometimes. Looks good, eh? This is harder doing this than what I did over there, but you do get a better finish doing this. Because it rained yesterday after we did this, but not too heavy, it makes it actually a stronger mix. And that can just fall, not bother about that. Yeah. Hey, look at that, eh? Very good. Very pleased with that finish. Almost professional. Okay, this is third time lucky filming this little section. Tried to film it yesterday and the battery went flat. Tried to film it again this morning and the SD card was full. So I've changed the SD card. So here we go. What we're doing is we're putting these plates on the top of the buildings for the rafters to sit on. Now, I did the plate all along there yesterday afternoon, and this morning what I've done is I put the plate on here, and then I've got to just finish this one off now. So I'll show you how to do that. But before I show you that, I want to show you how I am marking out and cutting the joint. If you can see down there, it's called a bird's mouth, I think it's called, a joint, so the joist can sit on securely and fasten to the plate and have the right angle. So let me just show you how I'm doing that. And with this piece of wood now butted up against here, what I can do is then draw my line across here and down, obviously making sure that I've got enough overhang here, which has got to be 30. So in the style of Blue Peter, here's one that I prepared earlier. So I marked this one earlier, marked it, cut it, and now sits on there beautiful. So I need to replicate this for all of them along here. Okay, with everything drilled and plugged and screws ready to go, let's put this plate on. So this wood is a little bit twisted, and because it's a bit twisted, I've had to do a bit of jiggery pokery. Okay, here, love this tool, absolutely love it. It's an impact driver, never had one before, and I've wondered how on earth I ever managed before.
Who told you to buy it?
I don't know who told me to buy it. Who told me to buy it? I don't know. Right, here we go. So I don't know how an impact driver works, but there is absolutely no stress on your wrist at all about firing a screw down that's quite tight and tough. So I have no idea how it works, but I just know that they're brilliant. I love it. So Kath's busy doing what she does best, and that's helping me. And what she's done here, she's carried all these bits of wood in, all these, I don't know what you call them. Joists, that's it. She's carried all these joists in for me, so they're all there. She's carried a load in here. So she's also carried all these little noggins in as well. So she's a little trooper, aren't you?
Hello.
So to let you know what we're doing, we now need to cut these joints in the rafters. So what Kath's doing, so what are you doing, Kath?
So I am making sure that the wood is not bendy, and then putting it on here and then marking the noggins so that they all match exactly right. Do you want me to show you what I'm doing?
I'd like to show me how you're going to make sure the wood's not bendy.
Oh, wow. Well, there's an art to that. Oh, I'm not having that. That weighs an absolute ton.
Well,
that looks light. I will get to it in a minute, but for demonstration purposes. What I do, I look down the line. Yeah, that's a little bit more bowy, so that's a good side. So the noggin gets cut out of this side. So I've got to make sure, so it's got to be the other way. I have to turn it round. Lay it on here. So then I put them together-ish and I level it up like that so that they're spot on. That's spot on. Then I get my trusty pencil and I mark it. For markers to do the cutting. So that's my good bit now. So I'll put that ready for the next one when we're ready for the next one.
So then once Kath's marked it, I then cut it. And the easiest way that I've found is to start off with, because we're going on an angle up the grain, I start off with a circular saw. This wood is so wet.
It's horrible. It's so heavy, you can't believe the difference between the dry bits.
Going to be all sorts of creaking going on when this starts drying out. And cracking and pulling walls over and roof leaking.
What?
And that's it. That's how we do that. So we've got them to do. Let's put a bit of time lapse on.
Right, so we've done really well. I'll turn the camera around in a minute. So I went to the shop and bought some, oh, let me turn it around now. Some of these L brackets that now we've fixed all the wood onto the roof. Oh dear, we fixed all the wood onto the roof. So all across here, the uprighty bits are now fastened to the plate. So we've got, look at this, we've got like nearly a whole roof. So Mark's just doing the middle bits, the noggins, you see, that's a good term. That's the right term. So he's just fitting the noggins in using the nail gun. I'll show you outside as well, because we've put up the end bit. So you can see that it overhangs, because that's the overhang that's going to be on all the roof. So it's going to be all the way around. So it'll look really nice actually with that overhang. So we've got to trim the top a little bit, but yeah. So we've done really well today, because it's taken a lot of working out and sorting and cutting. But once you're all prepped up and ready to go, then you sort of see a lot of progress quite quickly. So we did chuffed with that. So yeah. So then I'm going now, but Mark's going to be here another hour or so. And then we're back tomorrow to get the rest on and the felt on. So we'll see how we get on. Bye.
See ya. Right, Friday morning. A little recap of where we are with everything. Right, stop that, that's rubbish. Don't need a recap, just watched a blooming video about it all. Good morning, and it's Friday morning, and well, so far this has been a fantastic week. What a difference we're seeing to everything. So, let me show you where we are with everything, and when I show you, you're going to say, well, why weren't you filming any of that? We didn't see any of it, but I'm going to get the drone up in a second and show you me finishing off. Putting they're not trusses. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. I'm going to start that again. Rafters. That was the word I was looking for. Honestly. Right, I'm going to start again. Good morning. It's Friday morning. Oh, get that out of the way. Come on, got work to do. Good morning. It's Friday morning, a little bit of a late start. I think it's around about 9 o'clock, 8:30 now. I just had to finish the video off that I've put online today. And now I don't like doing that because I don't feel like I don't like feeling like I'm rushing the video, which I haven't done, but I don't want it to impact on my working day as well. So actually, while we're talking about the video, can I just say a few little things? One is, I watch other people's videos, not house building stuff, but people traveling on bikes or in camper vans and that. And they do loads of videoing and setting loads of different shots up. I was thinking, oh, I'd love to do that. But then I think to myself, hang on a minute, that's all they're doing all day long. They're just creating content all day. That's what their day is all about, creating content to make what they're doing really interesting. Where I'm trying to construct a house and create videos at the same time. And I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy doing the videos, but I do find it difficult sometimes to think, oh, just stop and get a shot of this when, especially at the moment with the weather's just unpredictable. I just feel like I'm wanting to crack on and get done as fast as I can because it's going to rain again in 20 minutes or something. It doesn't allow me to get the cameras out and get all set up. So I wish I could do more filming, and maybe when we get a little bit more settled in with the build, as in doing the interior stuff, not relying so much on the weather, we can do a little bit more interesting filming. I don't know if I'm even going to put this on the channel, so let's see if I put it on. I don't know whether I'm going to put it on, but I just wanted to put that out there. So right, now let me show you what we've been doing yesterday, because it is pretty amazing what we got done. So we are now starting to see what looks like a roof. What we're going to do now is we're going to carry on through along there. I'm going to get the drone up and get some aerial shots of us working, and get that nail gun out and get this last little bit put in. And then, we've got that gable ladder to put on the end. We did that one this side. Kath and I lifted it on yesterday. Got to do the same again. And then there's quite a bit of messing about with that as well. A lot to do today, tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, bank holiday Monday here. Then Tuesday morning, there'll be glass in there. Right, must crack on. Next shot will be a drone shot.
This one's for you, Holly. I'm wishing right now that this was full of double chocolate mini bites. In fact, it's full of screws. Oh, I could murder a double chocolate mini bite. Oh well. You can work outside when your ladders are all in here.
Oh, magic.
Magic. Are you floating? Let's see what we've got on site to help. Yay! So we decided to get this Manitou or telescopic to help. I think we'd said earlier we were going to order one, so here it is. So it's not massive, but it'll just help to get the roof tiles up and help with, like Mark's doing now, and at the front, and if he's got any fixing and bits to do. So yeah, so it's all good in the hood. We're doing a late one. It's 6:45 on a Friday night. But we want to get this concreting done on both sides, and then it gives us a better chance for tomorrow. And look at the blue sky too. All good in the hood.
Friday, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm going home. So Kath and I have had an amazing day, and I'm sorry that we didn't get as much filming done as I wanted, but honestly, we've been battling the weather again, just like running in and out of the van, putting tools away, bringing tools out. It has been a real challenge. But let me show you what we've done, and it gives you a good idea of what we've got done. So we've got all the rafters in now, and we have secured them all, nailed them all, put all the noggins in. They're all done. The gable ladders, which I believe that's what those ends are called, they're all in. And also, can you see where we've cemented, where the block work is? We put screws through the wood to sit in the cement, put the cement in, and that makes that all a lot stronger. Didn't quite get finished, got half of it done, concreting on that side. I'll finish that tomorrow. But I think we've had an amazing day. Tomorrow afternoon we'll be back, felt this, batten it. So I'll go to the builder's yard first thing, get there for 8 o'clock. On Saturdays they do coffee and croissants. That's a good reason to call. They haven't sent enough roof tiles, and it's bank holiday on Monday and they'll be shut. And the doors coming on Tuesday getting fitted. So this roof has to be pretty much done over the weekend. So I'm going to get the bits that they didn't send on the delivery tomorrow, get there early, and then I've got another appointment in the morning, a regular appointment that I have on a Saturday morning, and then back here Saturday afternoon and work until this roof's on, Sunday afternoon and Monday, and we will have this done. Kath has been amazing today again, helping. She's been digging, trying to sort out that pipe work. Anyway, that's it. We're all done, and I'm going home. I think Kath's going into the village to see if it's open. We might get a beer. And so have a great weekend. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for staying tuned. And I hope you enjoyed this episode, because it's been lots going on. And have fun and be safe, and see you on the next one.